Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space, guys. So in today's video we are going to cover Kaspa, its recent price action, and a couple of different tweets for Kaspa. And of course, on the top of that, we are going to have a look at the different charts that I have gathered for you on Twitter. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and of course a quick disclaimer that this video is not financial advice. Now guys, let's firstly have a look at Kaspa's tweets that I have found for you, right? So this is basically the comparison that is silly created between Kaspa and different cryptocurrencies, right? So the first one is Link, right? So this is year chart of Link, chain Link, barely broke towards the upside for that particular cryptocurrency. And if we are going to look at ADA haven't even broke that whole downtrend that leads ADA back to the previous cycle. And this is how Matic looks like, all right? And all of these I believe are above Kaspa in terms of ranking. And look at Kaspa's chart. Shout out to Ice River, and basically Kaspa emerges as the leading daily mining revenue generator following Bitcoin. With BTC daily emission at 44 million, Kaspa takes the spotlight. Kaspa is number one, well, right after Bitcoin, right? Quick shout out to Reflection, and he's saying that even if you can't comprehend it, even if your calculations tell you it won't happen, this will happen easily. So he's got a target on his chart of $3.60. Let's see if that is going to happen, but in my opinion that's definitely not out of the question for Kaspa. Can Kaspa do 22x from the top of this cycle? Well, that would put Kaspa at a valuation of 93.7 billion USD and would put Kaspa's price at $3.80. I don't think that this is out of the question, right? 22x. I do believe Kaspa in the future is going to be much more, but obviously we are talking about this cycle, right? So let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that this is possible for Kaspa this cycle. Well, I do, my opinion right away. Shout out to Official Travelet, and looking at the standpoint of Kaspa's rainbow chart, we can see that every single time Kaspa is dipping to that bluish zone, just like we are at the moment, we are basically experiencing a healthy pump towards the upside, right? That chart was created 2 days ago, so I do believe it's still valid. And now guys, let's have a look at my trading view. So Kaspa basically on 4-hourly time frame saw a little bit of pump towards the upside, right? So let me tell you how much of a pump we are currently experiencing at the moment, and that's 1.5%. That's not really a lot. However, if it comes to stochastic RSI, we are basically reaching that ceiling on 4-hourly time frame, guys. So Kaspa potentially could see that pullback. Obviously there is a lot of boredom at the moment on the market because BTC is unable to make its mind, right? But I do believe that the party is yet to come. And now quick look at the daily time frame, guys. From the standpoint of the daily time frame, that looks very juicy. I mean, that candle. However, stochastic RSI is basically showing us downward movement, so we could potentially see that retest of that support of 15 cents, all right, and we could drop a little bit. However, longer picture for Kaspa obviously is hell of a bullish, right? Because we are approaching towards that bottom for stochastic RSI on a weekly time frame. So we are sitting at 92 if it comes to reward. The next one is going to be 87. Next reduction is scheduled in 12 days. We are sitting at 85.4% mined, and the hash rate is sitting at 839 petahash per second, and all-time highs are sitting at 896 petahash per second. We are going to hit 900 very soon. That's very juicy. Quick shout out to Mr. L Crypto Prof, and he's saying that he thinks that it's time to send Total 2 back above $1 trillion market cap. So that obviously looks juicy on its own, that pattern, right? Because we are going towards the upside and we are still basically holding that support. So things are grinding towards the upside slowly but surely. And if you are new and you would like to accumulate some Kaspa and you have no exchange picked yet, make sure that you check out Bybit, on which you can claim up to 6,000 USDT for your crypto journey. And if you are in a country that doesn't allow you to use exchanges like Bybit, make sure that you check out NordVPN, which is basically allowing you to enter any website around the globe. NordVPN is also protecting you from any hacking attempt, and the links are available in here. Now quick shout out to CryptoCon, and he's saying that there are still 2 more phases left to go in the near perfect Bitcoin RSI Bollinger Band 5% phases. So guys, let's have a look. What is he talking about? All right, so he's basically marking 1 2 3 4 5, and number 1 is a bear market breakout, number 2 first cycle breakdown recovery, number 3 second early top, number 4 all-time high break, and number 5 cycle top. So let's see if that is actually playing out. All right, so the first cycle in here in August 2012, we basically had what, number 1, right? So number 1 we have reached that, right? Number 2, and number 2 was what, first cycle breakdown recovery, right? Number 3, all right, and RSI is basically also coinciding with that in terms of tops too, right? Number 4 all-time high break, and then we had the proper reset on RSI, and then cycle top number 5. The phase 3 also played out in June 2016, and phase 3 also played in August 2020, and at the moment guys, this is where we are at, phase 3 of this cycle. So what do we have left? We've got all-time high break and cycle top, all right, and these are going to be explosive gains, all right. And now quick shout out to crypto space, so make sure that you follow me on X. Bitcoin dominance will have to drop at some point guys, and altcoin season is yet to come, all right. So if we are going to look at that downward move guys, BTC is at the moment above this line. However, that is going to drop at some point because it still haven't dropped yet, right? So obviously altcoin season is yet to come, and many people are still calling for bear market, but I do believe that bear market can potentially start, you know, when we are going to be roughly in that area, right? Then we are going to see where we are at, and of course we are going to look at different charts too. Anyways, Mr. Elijah is saying that BTC will follow the gold price, and it's just a matter of when, not if. All right, so let's see, because whenever gold and traditional markets are experiencing their all-time highs and then they're pulling back, risk on assets like BTC are basically pumping towards the upside guys. All right, so I do believe we are in perfect scenario. And also guys, total crypto market cap is preparing for the next leg up. In previous runs, right after the halving, cryptocurrency experienced correction before the next leg up. Crypto peaked 546 days after the second halving, 350 days after the third, and we are sitting on the day 140 in this cycle guys. So if I'm going to zoom it in here, if we are going to, let's say, draw, you know, 350 in average, we are basically in 2025. all right, so that's why I do believe in that 2025, right? Because, you know, in the second halving, during the second halving for BTC of course, but that chart is total crypto market cap, so you know, everything basically on the weekly. So basically after that we saw the pullback, as you guys can see, and then we had, you know, 546 until we saw the peak for the cycle of crypto, right? Just like in this cycle we had 350 days, so that was much quicker, and at the moment guys, this is where we are at, right? But every single time we are basically, you know, correcting or dipping properly after the halving for, you know, the whole crypto market. All right, so I don't think that this is something to be worried about, because every single time stochastic RSI also dipped towards the bottom, and that marked the end of sell-off, so we can expect some pumps soon. Let's see. And shout out to Mr. Max, who is asking, is Bitcoin pump incoming? If you've been paying attention to USDT, you already know about the inverse correlation between USDT and BTC. Looking at this chart, USDT dominance broke down a strong trend line support, and it's currently testing to the point of breakdown with a possible bear channel formation. Meanwhile, BTC is forming a broadening wedge, which is a bullish continuation pattern. If USDT dominance continues to dump, we can expect a massive leg up in BTC, sending it to $72,000 and even higher. Guys, so let's have a look. All right, we had this drop for USDT dominance, and that was basically that pump for crypto. However, we are going towards the upside for USDT, so people are basically accumulating USDT. However, that looks like it's about to dump, right? So more people are buying at the moment basically, and if this is going to dump towards the downside, we can expect Bitcoin going towards the upside, hashtag pump, right? But then in this condition, I do believe that many meme coins and of course Kaspa is going to be flying. And now shout out to Mr. Prof. The last time the BBWP signaled multiple blue bars on a 2-weekly chart of BTC, we saw almost 200 upward move. Insidedly, this is the only second time we've seen blue bars in the BBWP. This has never happened before in history. big volatility is coming, and I do believe that this volatility is towards the upside, guys, right? Because that happened in 2023 and this is happening at the moment, guys, all right? So let's see what is going to happen. But basically everything so far is showing, you know, bullish momentum, at least from the standpoint of technicals. Anyways, under the chart, altcoins are on the verge of breaking out of a 9-month falling wedge. Time for the bulls to come back with full force, and this is basically total crypto market cap excluding top 10 dominance, guys, on a weekly. And now, guys, can everyone see what's going on in here? BTC is about to close its 7th month candle above the all-time high of 2021. The higher the time frame, the stronger the support. That's really bullish, guys. From the standpoint of technicals, BTC has never stopped in here and then entered the bear market. I do believe that we are going to experience that huge pump. And also, Bitcoin is forming a possible double bottom pattern, guys. Hashtag bullish. And now Mr. Titan is asking, $90,000 target. The right angle descending broadening wedge is still in play for BTC. This pattern historically precedes major price moves. Guys, so we are expecting a pump for BTC, alright? I'm not saying that this is going to happen tomorrow, alright? But definitely in foreseeable future. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you having a great day. Peace and love, crypto.